Hello, and welcome to
I've never
Pim's.
been to Nasitok. Is it very cold? What creatures wander the tundra? How are your leaders chosen?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Well, that's just to get us started. Let me get out some parchment for notes.
Ask whatever you want. If I don't know, I'll make something up.
She's adorable. Anyway, as I was saying, welcome to Pillars of Eternity. Let's level ourselves up, shall we? Stealth? Sure. Incoming hits convert to grazes. Twice per encounter. It says targets. A fearsome strike. The rogue attempts to greatly hinder an opponent by targeting areas crucially important to their ability to fight, inflicting extra damage as well as weakening and hobbling them. It's once per rest though. Not good enough? The rogue creates a small cloud of smoke that leaves adjacent targets distracted for a short duration. Finishing blow. That's 2 times per rest. Not good enough. The rogue looks to finish off an injured opponent with a precise deadly strike that increases in damage less endurance the target has. Let's go with this. None of those are that great. Critical defense. The fighter exceeds extra effort to repel the most savage blows, causing a percentage of all incoming critical hits to be converted to hits, and hits to be converted to grazes. Go ahead. Seems like just a bonus right there.
Yes?
I'm gonna place those two. And have a flaming bow. Keisugami, wait. Defensive bone, defense against area of attack. Animal companion, defense against... Sure. Predator sense. Okay. Arrow sense. Master skull. 3 times per rest. Let's go with defensive bone. Right.
Let's see what lies this way.
Let's continue with exploring this place. Right. There are vampires here. Or as they call them here, vampires.
I shall be discreet.
Sugami, I'm gonna send your fox in. Do you wanna speak? Currently not.
I'm here.
Okay, Sugami. Just be extremely careful, okay? I know you're fast, but you can still die.
Slow and silent.
Gently with the fingers, they are the best part. I don't want a slow smile creeped across the face as I approached. The other men and women turned to look at me, their mouths flitch with blood and gobbled of flesh. Well, hello then, handsome. What brings you to this part of Wrestlewood? I'm just exploring. Oh, how nice. She was staring at me intensely and doesn't appear to have heard my answer. I've never tasted Orland before. I wonder if I'd boil you first. Would that get rid of all that fur? She licked her lips. Are you crazy? If you boil me, you'll lose all the flavor. I want to peel my skin off and I should think more before I talk. Remind me. Whatever. She and her friends rush at me. Great. Run. Keep running. Keep running. You'll be fine. Damn it, where are you going? And you're paralyzed for 5 seconds.
She's hurt! Protect me, Tumak!
Oh, you guys are so gonna die for that. And of course they wrecked her knee. The only type of damage I didn't want to get from her. Let's go help him. Summon that dragon. Kill him. There he goes, next. Where is it, Mac? How are you still? Oh, he's fighting, but, you know, not flanked somehow. Bloody hell. Okay, go get him. I'm blinded now. Yeah, for 9 seconds. Yeah, that's gonna save you. Oh man.
Ready, Watcher.
She's still quite fast
I'm here.
though. Even with that damaged leg. Yeah, she's still faster than them. You think I'm gonna let you escape, you pathetic little worm? Get him. Unworthy, what don't know what that means. I could rest, but no, they've annoyed me. I'm not resting before they are all dead. Get out of the... For the love of... Kill them. Kill them all.
bristle off your skull.
Well,
Shadow!
great. Get out of there. Of course he's going for me. Go! Oh, for the love of... Get out of there as well. Finally, get out of here.
Indeed.
This one's yours.
Shadow!
Really? Really? Pathetic fool. Crush him. Oh, come on. Disengagement? Really? There was no one near him.
Shadow!
Die!
My perception went down. Still good enough to kill them. Bloody vampires. Go get him. No, seriously, go get him.
That didn't work. Need to try something.
Well? Well? You thought you were powerful. What a delusional idiot. Exceptional plate armor. Why don't you take that for now? I want to see how it looks on you. Actually, those two look pretty similar, don't they? Right. Many of those frozen corpses are missing fingers or have had chunks of the flesh cut out from their hides and torsos.
Nice and quiet.
Let's see what lies this way.
Oh, ogres.
Lay it low.
Hey, look what I found.
Nice eye. What's the difference? Whatever.
Ready, Watcher.
Yeah, I know you're injured, but you're still
Keep an
faster
eye
than
out.
all of us. She's fine. Everyone, take him.
Brave thou not.
No, no, not you. Really? Was that your best idea in the world?
Need something?
Take him. The other one. Yeah, you as well. Damn ogres. It's the vampires that actually annoy me so much. Take him. Oh, you not gonna get away from me. Take him out. Really? And you're still not flanked? We can enter this cave. Just move on.
Laying low. Nice and quiet.
I'll see what I can find.
Hello. Another camp supplies and more jerky. Cool. Don't want to
Nice
enter
and
this
quiet.
cave before it. Hello.
Hey,
Why don't you move in on this bear? Greyjoy. Oh, it has a name.
Can't get a shot with this.
Blind him.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Didn't give me any experience for that bear.
hey,
That was annoying. Greyjaw's hide. Exceptionally lustrous and thick, although it's of no particular use to you, it may still fetch a high price whenever it is sold. Apparently it's not a quest item.
Keeping an eye out.
Dexterity, trap accuracy, weapon change, recovery. Aquabus, fine hatchet. Day 4 took down another stack today. Still not enough hides to make this trip worth it. Blizzard coming, staying put until it passes. Close call with pair of ogres. Lucky they didn't see us. Tracking a large bear that Nuren spotted from the ridge. Might even be Greyjaw. My grandfather told stories about him. Wouldn't that be something if we were the ones to finally kill it? It's definitely Greyjaw. We're dangerously close to the ogre cavern, but we've got Greyjaw trapped, and hide is too valuable to pass up. The three of us should be able to handle one bear. Well, that turned out well for you, didn't it? Ooh. Run, everyone, run. Damn it. Okay, turn around and fight, not you.
Dead on.
Use that on this guy. No, you're mine.
lava.
Heal.
Following your...
Everyone, focus on this guy. You, attack that.
Brave thou see not Yliel.
Damn it. Hit it, Mark.
Dead on.
Finish this guy off as well. You're seriously wounded. Fine, let's rest. We have a book? Yeah. In 2807, war returned to Dyewood. Saint Wilden, transformed supposedly into a living incarnation of Eothas, marched on Dyewood from Redcrest, bringing the Saints' War. The Dyewood relied on Hallock Citadel and took the battle to him in Redcrest, attempting to prevent as much damage to their own land as they could. Even though there were devastating losses for the Dyewoodian forces, using Halbert's military techniques combined with Gavin Rect's strategies, they were able to secure a few victories for themselves as well. Redcreast's forces made their way into Dyewood through White Marsh, unopposed by locals at Cold Moor. Leaving Mercy, Vale, burned and devastated, the contempt of Dyewoodians have gone for the Cold Moor, where this betrayal lasted well after the war ended. Desperate to end the war and eliminate St. Winden, the Mardrek clergy of Dyewood developed a special bomb that was hidden beneath the bridge of Haugen's citadel, intending to lure Wilden to the bridge and then detonate it. Their ploy succeeded and St. Wilden was completely destroyed along with most of the forces with him, and the entire bridge. The 12 Dwalswood men, the women who volunteered to delay St. Wilden to the bridge, were also lost. Their sacrifice and martyrdom celebrated by Dyewood in the ensuing years. The bomb would come to be known as the Godhammer, and soon after the battle, the citadel was named Godhammer's Citadel. St. Wilden's forces were easily routed after his death, and the Dyewoodians set about rebuilding their first major conflict in over a century. In retaliation for St. Wilden's actions on Eothas' part, many Theotian followers were purged from Dyewoodian communities and driven out via societal pressure. And I can't blame them. If God comes down and says kill them and then he fails, his followers deserve either to die or betray him. Less than a year after the devastation of the Saint War, tragedy hit again in 2809. The first Hellborn was reported in Dyewood. Many of these poor creatures died within weeks or months of being born. The outcry from the populace called to blame for the punishment of leveled against someone, whenever it's the god, the mothers, or the government, or the Theotian followers. Responding to great socio-political pressure to try and help the Hellborn Animancers developed a process to transparent animal souls into an infant that may develop survival instincts and even a basic personality. The process seemed successful, so it was repeated on tens of thousands of Hellborn, even though many Animancers disregarded them or the technique. Worried about the ethical implications, these protests were largely ignored and discounted. The process was soon named Salvation, and the Hellborn given souls this way were called the Saved. 5 years after the first Hellborn, an Orlan girl was saved. She entered puberty. In a matter of mere weeks, she transformed into a ravenous feral creature, devoid of all consciousness. Soon all the saved would experience the same fate. Each one, upon reaching puberty, would transform into what locals called wits, uncontrollable children. After resembling the problem, Animancers discovered an incompatibility between the animals' souls and the children's bodies. This fueled the parents' anger, and many of them had to kill their wicked children. The Animancers' respondents were widely denounced, and many of them were dragged from their homes, beaten, in many cases killed. Most surviving Animancers were left in rural areas en masse and headed to Defiance Bay. Others left the area completely, moving to the Valiant Republic to study in peace. They were the lucky ones. Okay, I don't remember if I read about this ring or not. I'm gonna read it again. Cool. Anyway, you can go, you can stay. Oh yeah, that really fits you, doesn't it? Actually, it will fit him, won't it? Somewhat, yeah. Okay. Flame shield, vegetables, and a helm. 1 dexterity. One of you... Yeah, both of you don't have belts, even you don't have one. This simple belt isn't much to look at, but it has been favored of savvy adventurers for years. Its snug but comfortable fit and its mirrored pouches sheds a looms allow the wearer quick access to weapons and tools. Armorers and lightworkers have tried over the years to replicate the coil of resourcefulness, or even to improve it, but the ideal design remains a matter of controversy. All anyone can agree on is that none of the recent produced belts are as good as the original. Every few years, however, an adventurer will show up at an inn, campfire, or hunting lodge claiming to wear the original coil of resourcefulness. Speculation will run rampant once again as supporters and detractors compare the most recent specimen to the various and contradictory accounts from old adventurers' journals. Okay? Yeah, let's say that you're wearing a belt now. Trap accuracy. I don't know if that works. More commonly known as the Bronze Chanter or simply Kai, was a famous singer, and I think I read that. Yeah. Gives you resolve. What does resolve give you? Actually gives you more deflection. And concentration, apparently. Will. Spirits. Okay, I want to keep this. No, it doesn't matter. Let's rest. Consumable duration. Do you have consumable duration level 2? 40%, that's amazing. Movement damage reduction. Yeah, go with that.
Slow and silent.
Slowly, we don't want to die. What is this? A wall cape and a whisper, okay? Let's get inside there. Oh dear. Druid wolf, standing tall amongst the wolves inhabiting the cave. This creature turns to face me. As I ventured forward, scores of wounds and scars riddled its hide, and one dull eye stared out blindly from its skull. It grew and threatened to approach, one echoed by its fellows. At the creature's feet lie 2 villagers, one heavily wounded, the other holds an arm across his stomach, and he looked up at me, with pleading in his eyes.
Help! Please help us!
Well, nice choice of voice actor there. As the beast turned its head back towards the hunter, I sensed a strange aura emanating from it. It is as if the hide were holding a tempest of soul essence, fierce and all-consuming as flame. Let's reach out for the beast's soul. It takes little effort before the beast's soul threatens to overwhelm me with its intensity. Wrath and hunger buffeted all aside until I reached through the storm and found a smaller, dimmer pulse of light, and are swept howling into its memories. The chill bites into my cheeks, and my lungs burn a little from the run. I looked down at the little wooden cavern. in my hand, I run my thumb along the edge of the covered bear's spine. The totem has already brought me luck. I found 2 rabbits and as many sneers, and that's the rare enough feat these days. You're certain now that this was a gift from Gawain, and that you were meant to find it on that lonely shrine and take it.
Saldren.
Your father's voice snapped at you, and you rushed forwards, rejoining him aside the campfire. I brandished the hairs and caught the glimpse of a rare smile under the graying beard. But the smile disappeared almost immediately as a shadow fell over us both. We felt the rush of wind a moment before the log came crashing down and rolled out of the way just in time. I heard my father cry out in pain somewhere nearby. Both the airs and the totem slipped from my grasp. I could feel power surging within me. My heart thunders in my chest, but instinct pulls my senses into order, and I felt the familiar stench of limbs and sudden dizziness shift in height. But somehow is wrong. My senses are fading rather than glowing stronger. There was a hollowing in my head, like a scream chorus, and everything in my shrinks for me to bite, to tear, to eat. The memory slipped from me, and when I came back to myself, the beast was shaking its head as if to clear its itch, clawing at its ears. Saldren, I've seen this before. I don't think you're gonna get any answers beyond gross and dripping slobber. The creature snapped and snarled, evidently uncomprehended. Its edge towards the nearest hunter, even as if it watched it blindfoldly with its single eye. Let's back away. We don't know this guy.
Wait! Don't leave us here, please!
Shut up. Whatever we just walked into, and there's more of it, Will has yet to reveal. Camp, you say? I think there was a camp. Not that the camp we found that little thing in that treasure map, I believe it was. A camp over here maybe. Shrine to Gawain, landslide, groves. Abandoned camp, hunter's camp. Okay, I think it's this one, let's go.
Now this is interesting.
Yeah, I somehow thought this was gonna be there, don't know how. Hunter's totem. Money, potion, major regeneration, and this thing. Okay, I guess I need to go to the shrine over there. I think this was the log from the story, but it's so small, I don't know. Place the totem on the altar. As I set the totem back down the shrine, the wind suddenly picked up, lifting powdery snow and leaves into the air. I heard the distant baying of a hound upon the breeze, and the air grew thick with the scent and taste of copper and gunpowder. The bare caving eyes seemed to gleam, pinpoints the crimson against the sudden growing darkness. Lean shadow prowled against the black door and the stone altar, and for one timeless moment I felt as if I was being pulled away by a current of fear and ferocity, the thrill of chasing and the panic of being pursued. At last it released me, and the shadow melted away under the day's light. In the distance I heard a mournful howl. I'm pretty sure this wasn't there before, actually. Howling bait, okay. Okay. Southern.
Quiet.
The young man nearly vanished when he stuttered first. Both men's eyes are covered in patches of grim and dried blood. His head snapped up immediately as I entered, and I found myself on the receiving end of a fearful one-eyed gaze.
What? What's happened? Who are you?
I returned the totem to Gawain. You are cured.
Gallowayne, the totem! I took it to gift to Father, and then the ogre attacked. I changed, and it was like I was shackled to someone else. He wanted to chase, to hunt forever.
Yes, I know. That was exactly what I saw in your soul, dude. Gawain's a terrible gift giver in my experience. You're just great.
I remember it in pieces. It's mostly darkness, but I could see. Sometimes. I think I hurt someone. Wait. My father. Thiersch. Is he alive? Where is he?
Is that how I pronounce Tirsk? I thought it was Tirsk. Tirsch. You know, if you wanted him to be called Tirsch, you should have replaced that with an H. He's injured, but alive.
Oh, merciful gods. I don't know what to say. What you must have seen of me.
He looked at the bones scattered across the cavern floor and cringed.
I remember the taste. How can I return home after all this?
You can't make amends for your actions out here. Best return to Stoward. Your father would have helped you if he could. He'll be glad to see you.
Do you think so? I fear he may greet me as a monster still. But then, if that is the sentence I've earned, I will accept it. I will go home and beg my father's forgiveness. To you, I offer this. It is the dearest thing I own.
He lifted an amulet over his head and handed it to me.
I will tell my father what you have done for me. If you mean to return to Stalwart, perhaps you will find me there.
Oh, finally someone leveled up. That was cool.
I'll take a look.
What, we can't loot those bodies? What, did the wolves eat all the items inside? What a border. Anyway. Taking this, we're gonna take a look at that amulet in a sec.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay. Dominate 2 times per rest. That is a pretty decent amulet. But I don't think I'm gonna use it. Perception. Resolve. And what do you give me? Constitution. Constitution. This one's definitely better. What about you? Dexterity and athletics. You can have this. You know what? No. I'm gonna give this to the Tsar, maybe. We'll see what she has. I mean, you're not... You're from the B team, shall we say. Kurok was an Adrian noble in Redcrest who owed 600 acres of Valor fields. He considered himself a pious man, and his neighbors and trained farmers knew him for his favorite devotion to Vedica. He labored alongside his tenant and kept miraculous records on the protection of the sales. Yet he was also known for his pitiless temper and his ruthlessness with shakers. He carried a switch with him and would savagely harsh any worker he caught whiling or lingering. Yet he was favorite of the Emperor Governor, and for excuses went overlooked. One day, Waidwen approached him while he was dealing out especially savage beating, when fresh from its encounter with Eothas, demanded that Kerax releases the victim. When the Lord refused, Woden asked that the talent farmer had done to deserve such treatment. He neglected his duties in the field, Kurok replied. Every day he gathers less, yet still enjoys the protection of my estate. Is it any wonder that your harsh treatment of the man would render him unable to fulfill his duties? Let him enjoy the week of rest. He will return to your service renewed, said Wildwen. Kirik sneered. You would reward his intolerance. It is my right and my responsibility to discipline him for his errors. What authority gave you such power over this man? Woden asked. Wedika, the old binder. It is the one that set me above the farmer, and his lord and employer of the hell, and her order, that I serve in disciplining him. But Wildwen persisted. Does not have quite a winter budget and fruitful spring. It is by Eota's clemency that we enjoy rebirth in each new life, and restoration with each morning, and if it is Eota's season that blesses your field, I say no. Release this man, again. In his fury Karax turned to Wildwen, his switch raised to strike, yet the rod grew suddenly hot in his hand. He cried out, and he held the rod in ignite. The flame that gushed forth blinded him instantly, scarring his face and manner of a burnt queen. Kurok dropped the smoldering rod and fled to tell the governor of what he had just witnessed. Cool. Pierce, burn damage, accuracy, deflection. That's a 1, say. Not just a wand, a pathetic wand. Reverence of ancestors is common amongst many of the people of Ixentil. Though it takes many forms, some of the tribes of the clan burn the remains of the belongings of their loved ones, while others will pass down certain jewels and artifacts. A few are even known to craft necklaces and bracelets from the bones and teeth of the departed. A few of the beds and the necklaces are veined with something rust red in color. I felt the faint pulse of essence within it. Cool. Constitution 2, Perception. You know, I'm gonna keep the one with the Constitution. May not be the best, but it is good enough for me. Perception. No, I wanted to see something. 70 something. 71. 69. Not that much of a difference. Okay, let's get up here. So every level is actually kind of incredibly powerful in this game. It's kind of like Divinity. Except there it was even more broken, and if you didn't have the corresponding armor, you would just die. Okay, let's go there. Oh, also, you leveled up. Mechanics 11. Okay. Level 2. Buster the Summer Flames 50. Quick generates an explosive flash of flame, inflicting burn damage to anyone in the area of effect. Short cast on. Up to 50 damage. What's the base? 45. Okay, that's a good one, I guess. Right, there are ogres we need to kill.
Slows.
Boy, what an image. I don't like the flames though, in the skull's eyes. They look kind of fake.
Slow and silent.
There! I hear one! Growling and gnashing, it's...
That was my stomach. Sorry.
We have food. If you're hungry, eat. Honestly, you could have actually added survival element to this game when you need to eat. The petrified skull is as cold as hard as stone. Wax tears dribble from the eye sockets. Otherwise, a pretty decent exchange here. Oh, an ogre. That's new. In the ogre cave. Oh, by the way, I want to see how fast you are right now. Oh, look at her. She's like a rocket intruder.
Die!
Yes?
You know, I think the fox can take care of them while we shoot them from afar. A garnet only? Requires a key, okay? Who's the good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh! Okay, now I feel bad about killing this guy. Oh well, I guess we have to now. Run, everyone, try to run.
Damn it! We gotta take better care of Yliel.
And well, he kinda deserved that. Heather,
Hey.
stop him.
Yeah?
Dang it. That was a stupid idea. No, keep fighting him. That was a stupid idea.
I have.
Gonna die already? What was that about? Crack ogre. Yeah, again. No, they are here. Ice beetle. Okay, you have that here. Serfs, wolves. Elder wolf, winter wolf. What about the wisps? Bitter spirit will-o-wisps. Oh yeah, for Itmag, I'm gonna take you down. Have fun. Oh, yours. Oh dear, okay. No, seriously, that was your idea?
My bow's ready. Got an arrow for this one. Dead on!
Can you finish him off before I die? Thank you. Really? Game, don't do that to me! Bloody hell.
I'll take a look.
Should be a little bit more careful.
I can do that. All done.
Exceptional medium shield. Why don't you take that? And another Tempest. We have so many of those. That's an exceptional shield as well. so they're basically the same. What's this? Is that the max we can have? Oh, I don't know.
I'll tinker with that. What could go
All
wrong?
done.
An exceptional blunderbuss. Didn't I equip you? Huh. Tiny mistake. No worries. But also again,
Ready,
I
Watcher.
want you to go forth alone for now.
Slow and silent.
Okay.
I'm on the trail.
Something?
Shut up.
Quiet.
Oh dear, oh dear. A wide shaft snake deep underground the lip is surrounded by scattered refuse and half-ground carcasses, but wisps of light wing along the walls below. Yet the chute disappears into darkness, peering into the depths. All I could see were shattered bones and stakes of frozen sludge stuck to the ice. A rusted odor of rotten meat wafts from the cove.
I'll stay out of sight.
I'm gonna take a look at that later. Don't overcook it. The eating room, apparently. We could have been allies, apparently, because I could steal that.
Now what's this all about?
Yeah,
Now what's this
exactly.
all about?
That was
Ready, Watcher.
180 experience I just lost because of that.
Ready, Watcher.
Gami. Oh, you're still gonna chase me? Cool. Everyone.
Ready, Watcher.
You
I
know,
shall be quiet
if
as
there
a
are only
calm
3, I
sea,
can take him out
which is
easily.
not very
With Ether at the front this time. Okay, everyone, take them.
My bow's ready.
Yeah, she's incredibly fast. Oh, hello.
Dead on.
We're definitely better than that.
Parathis! That's it!
Dazed, are we? Oh, Cannon, nice shot there.
Hello? Hello?
Heather,
Hey,
take point as always. This one's mine. Just hold him in place.
Dead on.
Nice throw there. So tell me, Crackholder,
That's it!
how do you feel 6 feet under? Easy enough? A Chanta.
Dead on.
Not very powerful, those guys. Ouch. Why, you little... That was easy. And he's dead as well.
I'll stay out of sight.
I said it was pretty decent.
I shall be discreet.
What, no secrets here or there? Adra. Cheese, cool. And sugar. Combine them and you get a cheesecake. Move over there.
Hey,
Eder, take point. Actually, no. Everyone, move. If we see enemies, I'm just gonna tell Eder to take point then. If there are traps, I need someone to dismantle them. And you'll go further in, I bet. Okay, let's return here. The ice that vanished the chart feels slick and smooth. It won't offer any traction, and faint echoes from the depths suggest that it's a long way down. However, I notice a thick stalagmite nearby. It looks sturdy enough to hold a rope and a grappling hook. Should I? After we return. I don't want to be stuck in a place filled with ogres with no way out.
lay low.
Okay guys, slowly. No traps, but a few ogres here. Got another bunch of combos ready. Well, good for you.
Hey.
Oh wow.
All right then.
Want to find something to shoot, eh? Very well. Here I am. Taking that shot. Everyone, I want the chopper now.
Dead on.
Good. Was good enough. Attack him from there.
These ones are in for a walloping! Yeah?
You can use that, can't you?
Consider it. Die already!
Well, someone's ready to die apparently. Take him.
I'll chew the gristle up!
Come on, dude. You can do that.
Dead on.
Killing ogres is so fun. Accuracy goes up. Camp equipment. Now we
I'll
have
tinker with that. What could go wrong?
cool. Spell word amulet. Defense against spell. An exceptional scepter. Take that. Another enict. 8 of them. Exceptional Spectre, okay. That's a fine one. Go with that. All the rest of the weapons have piercing, of the ranged weapons at least. Go slow. Oh oh. You run. Well, I can swing that. Good.
I'm on the trail.
Gemstone glittered between the veins of iron ore. They are deeply embedded within the cave wall. Extracting them, or intact, would require a hammer and a chisel, as well as a deft touch. You managed to retrieve all the gemstone without damaging anyone. Oh great, I actually somehow lost. My stout. That's fine.
Die already!
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
A severed
Which is
horn,
not
once mounted on a helm, but looks to have been severed in battle. The world around me blurred and faded to black. When my vision returned, I found myself at a small hut, the interior dimly lit by the embers of nearby fire pits. I am wearing a male armor, several sizes too large for me, and clenching in my hand was an ivory horn of some sea creature, one end sharpened to the point. What are we going to do, Garroth? My sister, Kaitha, humbled near me, her wide-eyed fixated on the hut's door, which has been battered shut. The door shuttered and split beneath heavy blows coming from the other side. Enraged glowing can be heard just beyond the door. All at once the world held it around me, and powering stopped. Wooden splitters from the door hinge suspended in the air. Kaida no longer trembles, no longer breathes, her eyes fixed in place like a doll. The wisp of essence you had followed to this point in the memory had dwindled to little more than a faint trail. However, I found my concentrating on what might have happened next. You're able to sense whether it's truly dead. Take cover beside the door. No sooner does your mind touch on the possibility than the world launches back into motion, and tremendous impact strikes the door. The door crashes inward, and the young girl screamed. A large creature, resembling a bear, taller than any man in my tribe, steps into the hut with a triumphant roar, and doesn't notice my crouch beside the door. Stab the creature from behind. I plunged the horn deep into the creature's back, and it howled threshed the agony. Kate had dodged past the creature and fled to the hut, and I was not far behind. The roars of the creature faded. Is that how it happened? It's been a long time. Hard to remember. I had the vision when I picked up the horn, part of the helm apparently. A helm. Yes, my helm. I remember it. But who was I? Why haven't I returned to the wheel? Maybe if you knew who you were, you would know whether it was time to move on. The helm is all the remains of my old life. If you have found some of me within one piece, perhaps my memories are scattered with the rest of it. Perhaps there is peace to be found in its resembling. I'll track down the other parts. Thank you, my friend.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Poor guy. Winter Wolf. Eder? Actually, Itomak. Then everyone else, kill the wolf.
Dead on.
Good. You know, when I heard that little scream of puppy dying, I continuously think of Itomak. Also, I feel terrible, but that's a different question. His arse.
Let's see what lies this way.
A Crag Ogre. Another one, you say. Itomak, you know the drill?
Yliel.
94. It was a grace, by the way. No, that was a weekend. So, was a grace here as well. Just trying to make sure. Okay, deflection 20, roll 27, 47, that was a grace. 75 pierce damage. But it was a backstab, not a sneak attack though, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's fine.
I'll stay out of sight.
It died, didn't it? Where to next? Lag of Fat. My enemies are killing each other. That sounds great. Lag of pets are kind of annoying, so I'm gonna send Eder in. Hold. Interesting.
Nice and quiet.
Well, I don't know what alerted me to those things. I mean, Could it be the incredible glow?
Have a look at this.
Take it. Interesting.
Hey,
I need you there. Those guys don't have defense against piercing. Try to take down the greater one.
Dead on.
Still alive. Okay, forget the greater ones.
hooray at this! Leave it to me.
That's not very helpful.
Dead on.
Die!
Dead on.
Caught him.
Dead on.
Let's see what lies this way.
Primal wind. Combining wind and water and you get ice. Well, this goes up. Guess this is where we need to go to challenge the matriarch here, or whatever that was called.
Laying low.
Be careful. I don't know how many they are.
Hey,
I believe you can handle them though.
hooray at this!
Where is he?
Die already!
Focus. Thank you, that was actually kinda good. Might and Constitution go up.
Nice and quiet.
I think it's because of the armor, that frenzy. Lungfur liver. These foul-smelling dark red orc came from the body of a Luftgriffin. A lake. Cool. More of them. Sagami, I need you to lure some of them
I'm
away if
here.
you can.
Dead on.
I'm sorry.
Brave thou feel.
That's it!
Go get him. There's one dead. Everyone here, you take him. Take this one then. Easy. Okay, this one's yours. No, 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 that was not good.
I'm here.
Okay. We will need to rest after this, so let's use one of those. Go closer. Need you to escape. Go. Again. You run. You kill him. Did you use it? Did you miss? What happened?
Hey.
Fire them.
Brave thou Yliel, Yliel.
Speaking of which... What, did you miss them all?
Let's end this!
Rif Ulikna! Rif Ulikna!
What's the blade point of view then? Use
Yeah.
this.
Hey.
Well done, everyone. Right.
Brave thou Yliel, Yliel.
Right. I do believe Fallout actually kinda did well here. So, I'm going to end this episode here, but let's just first rest and read something about something. Past silent. Drake, worm, young Drake. Go, Ice Blight, Lukabeth. Rain Blight, Shadow. Spore, Spider Stag, Throw. Vithrak. The Vithrak is an extremely rare, very dangerous creature with natural cipher ability. They are most humanoid in shape, slightly taller and thinner than any human, but boast fanged, spider-like heads, similarly to spiders. Sure. They are capable of spinning silk. Rather than creating webs, they use this skill to fashion complex hive structures, along with their own innate and fine robes. Male and female Vargt are indistinguishable from each other. They are primarily spellcasters and mental manipulators, like ciphers, though they will also attack with their fangs when forced into close quarters. Vithak psionic powers allow them to communicate mentally with one another, like many social insectoids. Their society includes a variety of specific roles, including scouts and defenders. Despite their extreme intelligence and power, Vithaks are not a major force in the world due to their extremely low birth rate. While these low birth rates are likely responsible for their famed hostility towards other races, they have also made the Verdak highly altruistic. When it comes to their own kind, they will defend their nests to the end. Cool. You know, sure.
Brave thou Yliel, Yliel.
As I was saying, I'm going to end this episode here, so thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Bye.